Hi, my name is Larry Newman. I'm a lawyer in Ithaca, New York. Our practice focuses on DWI and DWI drugs defense in the upstate region of New York State. Today I want to talk to you about something that's important. Many people don't consider it when they're thinking about their DWI, but your driver's license and your driving privileges are so important with any DUI case, OUI case, DWI case, DWI drugs case, that you should be thinking about it, because now we have very large computer databases and they go back forever. They go back for a lifetime. So I think people have to start thinking longer term about their lives, as well as about how criminal charges can impact them in the future. So the main thing that I wanted to discuss today is that years ago, they would just go back a very short span of time, 5 years, 10 years, to determine what the impact was of old DW cases or old DUI cases. Well, New York State passed all new license regulations in 2012, and we have a lot of people that are sitting with old offenses, either old accident offenses or old aggravated unlicensed offenses or old DUI offenses from not just New York State, but from other states as well. And people think, well, if something happened 17, 18, 20 something years ago, does it really count today? Well, the answer is yes. Old things come back and haunt us, and they haunt us more today than ever before, because New York's look-back period, this is a crucial period, is 25 years of a DW or a DUI or an OUI in any state within the 50 states. If you had one within 25 years and you have a new charge of a DWI or a new DWAI drugs charge, the DMV in New York State is going to label you a problem drinker or a problem user of drugs. And because of that, you're going to need to jump through some hoops. The first big hoop that you're going to have to jump through is you're going to have to go back to any state that you held a license in and get a certified abstract or a certified driving history from that state to show when the DW was, or when the DUI was and the OUI was, whatever was a drugged or drunk driving offense from that state, because you're going to have to fill out a MV-47, which is a form in New York State, and it's a certified form that shows that you're going to have to tell them every state that you've held a license and every state that you've had a prior DW or DU offense. Any drugged or drunk driving offense from any state needs to be reported to New York State if you have a new offense in New York State. Then, if you have two charges in any states within 25 years, just charges, they don't necessarily, if you have two charges, a current charge and a charge from before, from any of the 50 states that resulted from a drugged or drunk driving offense, you're now labeled a problem. And because of that, you're going to need to do a drug alcohol evaluation and follow through on any recommendations made by the evaluator, who's going to evaluate for drug and or substance alcohol abuse. And it's likely, because under their criteria, any two within 25 years, you're going to need to go through a program. It could be a 3-month program, it could be a longer program, but you're going to have to go through a program to receive your full license privileges back in New York State. Well, you might be thinking, well, but I have a license out of Connecticut, or I have a license out of Georgia, or I have a license from another state. So yes, I got a DWI in New York State or a DWAI drugs charge in New York State. Who cares? Because I have a license from another state. Well, until you clear New York State, until you give New York State DMV everything that they want, they're going to put a kibosh on your license privileges in every state, because it's going to show that there's an outstanding obligation against your driving history, against your driver's license privileges in New York State. It is going to go back to your home state. And now your home state is going to say, you need to go back to New York State and you need to get cleared by New York State before we can give you a 100% clear driver's license in your home state. That's why it's so important at the outset of your case. If you have a license from another state, you need to find out, or your attorney needs to find out, what do you need to do, or what are you capable of doing to make sure that the state that you're coming from, your home state, is going to be satisfied with what you're doing in New York State. And that New York State, that you're fulfilling all the obligations of New York State DMV as well as the courts, so that you don't have any outstanding obligations back in your home state. I know this sounds very complicated, but it's very easy by this. If you have 2 charges, any drunk or drug driving charges within 25 years, you're now put on notice that you're going to have to jump through all these hoops to deal with your license issues. Some states, it takes a long time before it gets back to that state. In some states, it happens very quickly and everybody's moving on it. So depending upon what the state is, depending upon where your license is, will determine how fast you go through this entire process. If you have questions about your DWI charges or DWA drugs charges in the upstate region of New York, these are the areas that we handle, either give us a call or shoot us an email. I'll be more than happy to discuss it with you. And thanks for watching this video.